Interesting. It's on the wrong fucking monitor. Let's try and launch it again. Encountered a fatal error. Yeah, it's called closing the fucking game. Alright. Launch on this monitor. This is where it is. Please, God. But, yes, hello, welcome, or welcome to Sunday Stream. And it's on the wrong fucking monitor again. Fuck off. Fuck off and let me play the game. Good God. This shit sometimes. Oh my fucking Lord. Log into your account. Just let me play the fucking game. I'm already signed in on Steam. Just let me play the fucking game. Oh, fuck off. Don't. No. Just let me play the fucking game. I gotta switch it because for some reason it. Please just switch to the other fucking monitor. There we go. Did it crash it? Fucking finally. Man, let's switch to auto. Let's see if it actually captures fucking game. And doesn't absolutely dick on everything on my fucking computer. Come on. What's up with my resolution now? Why am I having all these issues with this fucking game? It didn't do this before. Yes, set for... There we go. Fucking Alright, my goal is just to finish Halo 1 today. And then, what's the word I'm looking for? And then maybe switch to something else. Elden Ring, possibly. But I like have not finished this game, and I just like fucking need to. Okay, dude.
Captain? Captain? I've lost it.
Oh, it's the flood. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Active camo.
Here it goes.
Oh. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, look at that radar.
Analyzing damage.
Oh, I was supposed to guys. I was just preparing for my death. Okay. How is that not an assassination kill?
Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
Wait, how's that? Uh-oh, I'm stuck. I got caught. I got caught on the rock. Off to an incredible start.
Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
Where did I pick up that additional rifle ammo? Must have been one of these guys. I'll take that handgun, wherever the fuck you dropped that. There we go. That just sprang out of the wall. Okay. Let's make sure we're fully reloaded. Die. What the fuck? These guys are a way bigger issue to me. He's zooming. Oh. Hey, fuck off. Oh, he just jumped. He just like fucking jumped on my ass with a shotgun. Keep moving. Oh, there's so many. I killed myself on accident because my grenade bounced off the corpse. Alright, well, at least it restarted me over here. Let's just try and quickly walk through. Collapsed. Alright, so I just should take more of my time with this. fucker. Damn, he dodged like every shot. Oh! Punch you, death little bitch. Ooh. Wow. That was one hell of an explosion. I hear someone. Oh, it's the little guys. They just continuously. There are just tons of them. Fuck me. Holy fuck, he's got a shotgun. Whew. Did I not? Okay, I did fully reload on it. Okay, I've got 3
We
nades.
should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift.
Okay, good, I fully healed. Move. Oh my lord. Fuck off, guys. Ooh, Whoa, they just despawned. Eagle-eyed. I got a headshot. Okay. Wow. He's just sniping me with a fucking shotgun.
Power source. There's the gravity lift. It's still operational. That's our way back in.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Clap from behind. Okay. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, well, let's just run. Oh, of course. Of course, it just stops my shield.
Towards
Fuck.
the ship's gravity lift.
Damn it. I can't believe it put me all the way back here, too. That's horse shit. Really? Alright. Okay, so I can avoid most of that just by doing that. Oh, wow. I didn't get any of them with that, huh? That's extremely disappointing.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift.
Where did that health pack go? Dodge those guys.
The crash did more damage than I suspected. Analyzing.
Okay.
Coolant leakage rate is significant. The ship's reactor should already have gone critical.
Take a second to calm down here. Kill some of these guys. Fuck off! Wow. Clapped again. Oh, this is a horrible checkpoint. What a dick holing. Now we gotta stop for a second because my mic fell down. Piss off. Ooh, a little bouncy boy.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity.
I'm aware. I should really just try and take it slow, but if I take it slow, I'm gonna run out of ammo. I'm gonna get my ass beat. Ooh, that was a weird glitch. Graphical issue. Oh, hello?
Hello?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
We should head this way, towards the ship's
But it's
gravity.
another day.
True.
True.
I keep getting my ass clapped in Halo.
Yeah, I tuned in for like a second and I was like, oh no.
This section kind of sucks. I made it all the way to the end where the objective marker is, and it didn't give me a checkpoint for getting in that area.
Good gameplay.
This is the problem with a lot of these older games, is just like this shit.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity.
Of like... Now I gotta back up. And it's just like this, the flood section, like, this just sucks, and these guys explode and they do a shitload of damage. And something just did a shitload of damage to me from behind. And it's also like not enough that I've gotta fight the flood and shit. I've gotta fight like the Covenant too, and run my ass through these sections with these guys shooting me.
Cooling rate is significant. The ship's reactor should already be blocked.
See, my life's just pain right now because I am working on building this fun and quirky building on this new server, and it makes me want to die because there's just so much shit.
Yeah. I got a checkpoint here now. Why didn't I get one before? What the fuck?
Good gameplay.
And one of these guys has a shotgun and he just runs up on my ass. He doesn't give a shit and he will shoot me fucking point blank range and he will not stop until he puts, much like Ben Shapiro is the Kurt Cobain of America.
Oh my god. I dig this unhinged vibe that I've gotten ever since you got to the final boss last night.
Dude, it like actually... Did I just fall off? Where the fuck am I? Okay. Yeah, dude, it like actually pissed me off really bad.
I wanted to send you a message being like, aren't you so excited for the next Final Fantasy? And then I was like, I probably shouldn't.
The thing is, like, I really like all of the games. It's just like 13 kind of blue cock. And I have the other two. Please stop shooting me, fuckers. Overshoot. But like, people are like, oh, the series those three games get better, you know, as they go on. And I'm like, I kind of don't want to fucking find out.
Well, like, oh, man, hearing that is just, you know, I'll occasionally like throw on YouTube videos in the background while I'm like working on other shit.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video of Game Grumps. It was a compilation of their best of when they were playing through Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
And Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, absolutely hates Skyward Sword. And at the end of the game, they pulled up the IGN review of it, right?
Mhm.
Which, like, Skyward Sword, there were some good things in the
Should be
game,
able to get
sure,
into the
whatever,
ship's control
but the controls were just not good.
Yeah,
They've not
it was in the
aged.
motion control era.
Yeah, it is not aged well.
Mhm.
The review was a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Is
10
what
out of
they
10.
defined it.
IGN.
And they were like, I
Covenant
never want to
Battle.net's a
play
mess.
another
I
Zelda
can't
game
access
any
the
other
ship's
way.
schematics.
Is like
My
how
records
they
indicate
like
that a
talked
shuttle
in the
bay-
summary, and I was just like, oh my god. I'm like, look at how far we've come.
That makes one of us.
Yeah.
I have to pause for a second. I wanted to get Skyward Sword on the Switch because I heard that
I
you
did
can
too.
like go without the motion controls, and I was like interested by that.
In the corners.
Mhm.
The
Sorry,
flood
I
are
feel like it just got
gathering
really
bodies.
fuck off! This bitch just he rounds the corner with a shotgun to fucking fix my teeth.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Redent-
that.
Appointment.
Where the fuck? But like, I don't know. I have Breath of the Wild on the Switch. I played like most of it on the Wii U. Uh-oh.
That just sounds painful.
It like wasn't bad. I enjoyed the game, and I'm like kind of
Like, on
interested
the
to play it
Wii U, I'm-
again and like actually beat the game and everything this time.
Yeah. I very much like Breath of the Wild. I played it a lot, but I never had it on the Wii U because
Oh my
I don't
fuck.
have one. And I don't hate myself enough to ever get one.
Yeah.
Covenant Battle.net is a mess. I can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be.
I just got
here.
restarted to the very beginning. God damn it. But I thought the Wii U overall, it got a lot of shit because of like, wow, fuck you, because of the tablet and shit,
Yeah.
and just like it not having a lot of stuff realistically, which is like fair, because
Yeah.
like, but I felt
Like,
what
I
it
don't-
had, I was not upset with anything, and people were like, well,
don't-
Smash 4 sucked,
The
and I
flood
like
are gathering bodies.
probably had like over 100 hours in Smash 4, and like
Yeah.
I just like the amiibos and that shit, so it like wasn't like it wasn't a lot for me to be like, oh yeah, you know, that I would buy more.
As a system, I don't think the Wii U was bad. I think that it was like, you know, it was because of its like lack of a game library and like, you know, I find the Wii U as like a true like precursor to the Switch,
Yeah,
and like we've seen the success of the Switch, but no one wanted to jump on it with the Wii U, which I can understand.
yeah,
But like,
because
Yeah.
the Wii U really is kind of stank.
yeah,
Oops.
like I think it had potential. And
Why did I
Switch-
get a checkpoint this time? I didn't get one before.
Look, in the corners.
Dude, I'm.
The flood are gathering bodies here.
It's
Hello,
okay. I've got
Hello,
like
Karen Engie.
I've only got like an hour of this game.
Oh,
Just
God.
just calm the fuck down.
You can do it. I believe in you.
And I don't get mad at like, you know, I don't really get mad at games. It's just this shit where it's like, why the fuck does this just not work this time?
Yeah, consistency matters in
Mhm.
game.
No, speaking of consistency, I don't think I said it yesterday during the Final Fantasy stream, but you remember that there was, where the fuck did these guys come from? That near the beginning of the game, there was a mechanic that was like, change the weather in this area, and you
Yeah.
only had it in that one spot, and I didn't see it again. It didn't happen again.
Very good. Very based.
Very based, thank you.
Very based. Thank you. Thank you, Square. Very based game you've made here.
In the hole. Except there's blowy boys here. Sorry, I just keep I keep getting sidetracked because of ADHD gamer.
No, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. I get it.
I can fucking die.
Bless you.
Thank you.
God bless, brother.
Let her rip.
Let her rip.
Oh, that grenade bounced off a guy. He survived that. What a fucking Chad. Eat it.
I
just have
really
to-
wish there was a better way to fucking do this building.
So, you know what I realized?
What's that?
I haven't played Minecraft in like so fucking long. But like on top of it too, I don't have my own Minecraft account. That guy just spawned behind me.
Oh, you don't?
No, I've owned Minecraft since it was like an alpha.
Yeah.
But I bought it with my brother, so it's like
Oh.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was actually just talking about this last night, where I'm like, I have this huge ebb and flow with this game, where it's like, I'll pump in like probably close to like 100 hours, like a year in it, probably.
My grenade just disappeared.
Like it's not in your inventory, or like you threw it and it just
Like I
didn't-
threw it and it vanished.
Oh.
We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
Fuck is this? Mama.
He's delirious. In pain. We have to find him.
But yeah, it's just one of those games where like I'll have like a 50-hour stint in it and then like not play it for like half the year and then go back to it and do that again. And like continuously I will do that year to year.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it's crazy because I can't think of another game like this where it's like I do that and it's like a game I would recommend to people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if it's a game like that, it's a game that I don't recommend because it's bad.
Yeah.
It's
I
bad,
don't know.
but it's a crippling addiction.
Because
But,
I feel,
this isn't
I just
bad.
feel like the game, it's like, you know, like just how the game plays and everything is like really fun. But after you do it, it's like you can only restart with a new world so many fucking times. Because
Yeah.
it is just the same shit over and over again. And I think like now there's just like a ton of more content than there was before. But it's still like, you know,
Still relatively the same game.
mhm. It's kind of like a JRPG where
Yeah.
it's just you're just doing the same shit repeatedly for hours on end, and
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with that.
I kind of got burnt out with that with like Yakuza because
Oh yeah.
I'm doing the real estate quest right now.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, that shit is painful.
Yep, that would do that.
It's like hours of grinding to like get the last fighting style, which like I want to get before I finish the game, but like god damn, dude.
Mhm.
It's
Did I?
just so
Did I?
much-
I think I fucked up. I went the wrong
give me
direction.
combat.
Holy shit!
Oh.
I fucking hate it here. And I have no grenades. Okay.
Damn, am I watching a Polygon reviewer play Halo?
Cuphead review incoming.
Oh my god.
Imagine being that guy.
I just like I don't understand how like you can work at a game studio and
Fetal
be a
alcohol
game
syndrome.
reviewer, but, like be that fucking dumb. Like I'm sorry, but like god damn, dude.
Yeah, it's
You
not.
literally review games for your livelihood and you don't understand like platforming basics kind of
Mhm.
shit, you know?
Well, it's
Oh
not
my-
even just like platforming basics. It's just like you can't press the fucking button
You
correctly.
can't read the instructions right in front of you.
Mhm.
Kind of shit. Yeah. I never understood how like, and like this is just something in general. This is me maybe getting a little political here, brother.
Fucking liberal.
But it's the same shit with like the job market where it's like, how the fuck do you have this like high-end job but you don't know how to send a fucking email? Like,
Mhm.
where
Why,
like
the,
you
why the
literally
fuck were
work
you
on
able to get a job so quickly and I can't? And you don't even know how to fucking like use your computer at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, I can't log in on my Windows Vista laptop. I'm like, well,
Oh, have you thought about alt tabbing your life in Minecraft?
in Minecraft. God, I just like I truly hate it because like that's just like for
It's
years. My dad had a job where like he worked with like computers, right?
mhm.
And then and like I know this like at first this is gonna just be like, oh well, that's just like a language thing because like he would always refer to texts as emails, right?
Mhm.
Like, oh, I'm gonna send you a quick email, and it's like a text. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, boomer.
Like, you know, like, sure, like, chalk that up to dial-up. Except then it's like, how do I attach a file to an email? And I'm like, I don't know, Dad. Maybe press the button that says attach.
This isn't rocket science, dude.
Like, and I'm just like, you have a job where you work with computers every day. Meanwhile, I'm out here fighting for my fucking life.
True.
Trying to not be impoverished.
Yeah. Yeah, you're reminding me. I gotta go look for job shit today.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. It's that bad now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not gonna quit before the end of the year. That would just be because I have to pay them $3,000 then.
yep.
But like,
We can't let the flood get off this ring.
Ugh.
You know
I
what
was
he'd
so
expect.
nervous about that with my shit, which is why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave at the end of the school year because I didn't want them to be like, hurry your contract and me then be fucked over.
yeah, some teachers have been talking about just quitting.
I don't blame them. At your school specific?
Yeah, hypothetically in Minecraft,
Yeah, in Minecraft.
in case anyone who's giving a shit is watching. Well, like, I mean, this realistically is just like the fault of, not.
Like higher ad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
higher ad
this is
like-
literally just the result of like refusal to do anything about behaviors. Holy
Yeah.
shit! I got pushed off the ledge by that. Like,
no, like I get that.
like just if they would just fucking expel a couple kids, that would take care of the problem. That's a fucking grenade.
Yeah, like we have a current issue at our school where there are a few students that
Or just being
you know, and,
fuck
like,
ass.
well, yeah, like for any viewers, Aaron and I work at different types of schools and like in different settings. Like I'm not an educator,
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back
but,
to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
we have these group of students that since I work at a college, I have to deal with them because they live here. And we have a 3 strikes policy typically for...
Is it still those guys from like the last time you talked about this?
Probably, yeah. So we have a 3 strikes policy, and I talked to my supervisor because, like, her and I are primarily in charge of, like, conduct hearings and, like, follow-ups and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, here's my 2 cents. Like, per our like contract with them and everything, like this puts them up for suspension. They got all 3 of these violations within 1 calendar year. Like, because the violations carry over the entire time you like live with us and like are a student at the school. So I'm like, my personal recommendation is to suspend them because if they did it 3 times in 1 year, I'm sorry, I'm not confident that they will like change their ways. And she was like, yeah, okay, sounds good. And then they're still here. They got like the different form of a violation, which kept them here, is making them pay more money, do community service. I'm like, honestly, the way that I was suggesting, A, would have saved them money, B, would have saved them time, and like C, would have let them just like go on with their life. Now they're kind of like hitched here until they get all of that shit done or withdraw.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's fucked up. Like, that's really messed up.
Yeah. That's kind of like fuck ass.
Yeah, it really is.
Why do
So,
dude the grunts now have fucking plasma fuel rods? Fucking free. But no,
Grab one of the escort
I get that.
banshees and use it to return to
It's fucked
square
up.
one.
It's really shitty because just like they just shouldn't be here, or they shouldn't be there, you know?
yeah. Because, like, in my case, it's like, it sucks because, like, I never want to, like, advocate for someone, like, leaving school, you know? Like, I am the kind of person where I think that education should be a right, not a privilege. Like,
Mhm.
I think that school should be covered by the government. I think that as long as you want to be educated, like, you should be able to obtain that without putting yourself into a lifelong,
Mhm.
like, a lifelong debt. You know, and I believe in, like, I believe in people being able to, like, fix, like, negative behaviors and shit, but, like, at a certain point,
Some people revoke that right.
well, it's not even that. Like, at a certain point, it's like we have to, like, consider that if they're not gonna make a change, then, like, it's not that, oh, this isn't, like, the right life for them, but maybe it's like this is the wrong environment for them. Maybe they have to go somewhere else and maybe they'll succeed there, but
I
they're not succeeding here. So why are we hitching them and keeping them
Mhm.
stuck here when they can maybe succeed elsewhere?
I think for like a lot of these issues, especially when it affects someone else, it's like, well, if you can't handle just doing the right fucking thing and not bothering other people, you should just fucking leave. But also,
Yeah.
like, if you're not willing to follow the rules of this institution, you should just fuck off. Like, get out.
Yeah.
Just straight
Yeah.
up.
It's just we aren't even letting people get out. We're hitching them here. Like,
hmm
and then we fucking surprise Pikachu face when they
They
get in
continue to
trouble
fuck
again.
around.
And
hmm
I'm like, why is this shock? Like, why is
To
there
get to the bridge.
surprise in
From
this?
there,
Like,
we can use the captain's
they're
neural
continuing a
defense
behavior
to
that we have
initiate
not
an
addressed
overload
properly.
of the ship's
Like,
fuses.
Yes,
we
The
shouldn't
explosion should damage
act
enough systems
surprised
below it to
here.
destroy the
literally. This is like... Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way. This is like seriously. I can't believe they do this shit. What the fuck did you expect? This is, you just let them continue to do their shit. Like you didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
You don't act surprised. This is like you have a dog, and then you act surprised when as a puppy the dog bites you, and you don't do anything about it, and then as an adult dog it bites people. You're like, I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. He was never like this before.
It's just so stupid.
Ooh, finally a good game. Yeah. Why did I get a checkpoint here? What the fuck? But yeah, Derek, I'm finishing up Halo today.
Hi, Derek.
Go down the fucking hole, Chief.
I want to cry.
Did you get an email or something?
No, this isn't symmetrical.
Oh.
Okay, it's one off. I don't think I really give a shit. Like, and it's such a fuck ass big structure. Like, it'll be fine. Just god damn it. Oh, bitch. It'll be okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Perfect.
Oh god.
Where do I have to
Fuck
go?
ass shit.
Real fuck ass shit. JRPGs vomit.
True.
It'd be like that sometimes.
True and based. Today's the date, Derek. I agree.
Where the fuck? Yo, there are just like 2 hunters in this area. Fuck me, dude. There's a third. Oh, mama.
Sweet mama.
But yeah, that's how I feel about my current school. Cause you heard about the dudes playing fucking porn in the classroom, right?
Yep. Just yep.
They didn't
Sadly, I heard about that.
They didn't get suspended.
This is just so wild to me too. Like, not even like on the basis of like
It's a fucking
why would
felony.
they do this thing, but I'm just like,
What just killed me?
I don't understand why anyone, literally anyone, would think that's a good fucking idea.
Dude, and one of the fucking kids too, he goes like, yeah, I watch porn all the time. Like, okay, loser. Like, is that supposed to be a cool thing? Because normally, you know, people who do that are fucking losers.
You just don't have that Sigma male grind set.
Ligma male. My face when they don't take my Bluetooth speaker, so I blast porn and signs. Yes. Yeah, dude,
But
that's literally
actually-
what it is.
But actually, that's what happened.
God. Yeah, it's just beyond aggravating. And then I feel like they're just expecting that teachers are just gonna go like, oh yeah, well they'll be gone next year, so it's fine. And it's like, I
fucking hate that mentality so goddamn much, because that's literally with the shit that I was just talking about. That's the mentality the people I have, like that I work with, have. I'm like, that's such a dog shit mentality.
So like, it's literally just like, we should make things harder for ourselves now because we won't have to deal with it later, question mark? How does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Where I come from, it's called, take care of the fucking problem, you jackass.
Yes.
Where's the shotgun? Please. Please. Uh-oh. Alright.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out if I really need it. Ooh, mama. I feel like the needler in this game is just like not as good as it should. With a lot of these enemies, it's just not very good. Because it's like, oh, well, they explode when they get so many. Like, yeah, that's good and everything. But they also, a lot of these enemies just charge straight at you. Alright, I got him. I'm like, you know, and I feel like they're gonna have a rude awakening when they find out that a shitload of teachers just aren't coming back next year.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Oh yeah, like that'll terrify them when it happens. Because then it's like... You know, then it's like, they have to figure out who the next, like...
What?
Not to say that you are sorry sap, Aaron, but like, they have to be like, alright, who's the next sorry sap that we can hire into this shit position?
Yeah.
Like...
He just punched a grenade at me. Oh my fucking god.
Good gameplay.
Alright, but I have a shotgun. Mod check. Where did my educators go? True. Dude, it's just fucking nuts. And instead, you know, I get it's like, you know, we do trauma-informed education, which is like, you know, because a lot of these students come from extremely difficult backgrounds and shit that they, you know, we're trying to be more lenient with them. But at the same time, it's like, there's only so much you can fucking do before you're like, before you gotta just clap some bitches. I mean, really. You see this shit? Uh-oh, I pissed him off.
Like you said, you see this shit, so I just like look over, and then you're just behind him. I'm like, oh.
He didn't give it. He didn't give it. He didn't give a shit.
When he sees a chat.
But you know, I just like, and it makes me just feel like an absolute fucking raging moron because I gave up other job opportunities to take this one.
Okay, I will say on that note, like, don't feel bad about that, because like, you can still use this experience in a positive way, because that's how, like, I had that same exact feeling about my current shit, where it's like, God, I really took this shit over other potential opportunities, but like it is what worked out like best for me, like both
Yeah.
personally and professionally. And like it doesn't suck in the moment. Yeah, it's absolute fuck ass.
Oh my,
but like
I'm just dead. Yeah, I just mean like, it just feels so fucking bad because I've spent so much fucking, like my parents spent money to fucking like help me get across the entire fucking nation to teach in this fucking shit ass school where, all the people I work with are nice, they're all cool people, but like the kids I work with are just like little assholes. And like, why were there so many grenades there? But like, we wouldn't have to deal with this shit if like someone just fucking tried and like actually did something about these kids. Cause like, I just hate every day walking in and just thinking like, great, I'm gonna have to like duel with some fucking stupid kid because they can't keep it together, and I have to argue and fight and just tell him to repeatedly shut the fuck up and do all this extra shit. Oh, I just killed myself. And because, either their parents don't give a shit or the administration just won't do anything about it. And although I like all of the administrators, I think they're all great. I like working with them. They're very nice and helpful. I just wish that someone would go like, you're expelled. Get the fuck out. Like, because, I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is just like, I'm not saying to expel every kid that causes problems, but like, if you got rid of a couple, like 3 kids, 2-3 kids, you would stop having these issues.
Yeah. And like, I get like their mindset of it too, because like, those are the type of students you guys like work with, for better or for worse. Where it's like they come from like an underprivileged background and like had a harder shake at life than like the standard student. But at the same time, like, you need to teach that accountability to them. If you don't, then that's a life skill they're never gonna have. You're like, that's a disservice to them of like,
you walk out into the real world and if you're in a fucking McDonald's and you start blasting porn, someone's gonna call the cops on you.
Yeah.
You're going to go to jail.
Yeah.
You're going to be a registered sex offender.
Yeah, like, it's like someone has to draw the line in the sand at some point. Yes. It sucks because like whoever does that, that's like the hardest part of the job.
And then it just pisses me off because they send us a T-chart and it's like office behaviors versus teacher behaviors, and it's like constant disruptions, like one-on-one meeting with the student, and it's like one student constantly disrupts class and acts the fuck up. Yes, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. But he fucks around non-stop and he threatens teachers and shit, and then it's like you call the administrators and shit, and he's still just walking around after threatening like several teachers.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of
like,
Yeah. They're like it's sad how much that like all of this just reminds me of my own work, because like we have a student here that like for legal reasons, I obviously like cannot give names. I can't even like really talk a whole lot about the situation. So in Minecraft, this student may or may not be in trouble with Title IX shit.
Oh no.
And is still able to live in our halls. Because they didn't find anything doing an investigation. This individual is an athlete. And our Title IX coordinator may or may not be the director of athletics. So like,
wow.
Yeah, riddle me
this, Batman.
Yeah.
Why did the investigation come back blank?
Yeah. So
that's pretty fuck ass.
Yeah.
That's some whistleblower shit right there.
Yeah. in Minecraft, I've thought about going to a reporting agency about some of this shit, but like I my brain breaks because like I know about this because I was like, you know, quick disclaimer, I was not the person that was directly afflicted by this individual, but I was the one that had to submit the report. So I know what happened, and I see this person every day, and I have to act like everything's fine, and I'm like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
My child would never do this.
never do this.
Fuck.
That's like, I know you're memeing there, Derek, but that is kind of like the mentality of people here. It's like, what? They would never do that. They're such a perfect person. And I'm like, literally look at everything on their record and tell me what is perfect. Like, you can't even point to their GPA and tell me that's perfect, because it's not. Like, which, like, not to say that GPA is an indicator of good behavior, but like, god damn, dude. Like, where do the standards start and stop?
It literally is just that shit of like, my child would never do that, and this is why we're in this situation today.
Yeah.
Because your child would never do that, therefore he could never do anything wrong, so now now everyone else has to fucking pick up the pieces because your fucking piece of shit child can't control themselves.
Yep.
You know, seriously, the worst thing in the world is not getting an abortion. Some people should not have children, and you shouldn't feel bad if that's you. Just don't have a fucking child, please, for the love of God. Don't procreate. Like,
It's just so frustrating.
Tons of people were just not meant to have children. It's okay. It's okay if that's you. Just don't trick yourself, asshole. Why did it bring up the menu? Oh wait, I don't want to see. Wait, did I just complete the game?
Complete.
I don't know.
But did you just complete?
I don't know. I got to the terminal or whatever. But, you know, it's just fucking ridiculous. Can't wait to be the parent that says my kid did what? Dude, you know, I don't advocate for child abuse, you know? But sometimes a fucking kid really just needs a fucking spanking or just anything, because taking the Xbox away, and I mean, I'm talking about just like in general, because like taking the Xbox away doesn't do anything. Like, no, I can't play Fortnite. Well, like, they're still gonna have their phone. You still do all this shit for them. Like, some parents said that their kid lost their phone, or a teacher said a kid lost their phone in the, like, they left it behind in the bathroom, and the next day they had a brand new phone. Like, I don't know why middle schoolers need to have like $200-300 phones. When I was a kid, I didn't get a phone until like I was in high school. And you know, like, oh well, there were like phones and shit before then, like, you know, like some of the touchscreen shit and all the stuff like we have now. But
$200 is like, are you saying like they have like modern phones? Because
yes,
200 or 300, that is a very conservative estimate. A lot of new phones now are like $2,000.
I'm just saying, like, in general, like, if they got iPhones and shit, that's like easily minimum $600 phone.
Yeah.
Yes, corporal punishment is not okay. Like, it's not, like, you should not beat your children and do this shit, but sometimes, like, I'm very specific situations. What the fuck do you do about, you know, certain behaviors when it's like, you know, you do all this shit, and then, like, your kid fucking plays porn in the classroom? Because if that was my kid, theoretically, why the fuck did I get sent back here? I would go fucking hog wild on that bitch. You're doing what in your fucking class? You're lucky they didn't call the cops on you. I'm pulling you out of school. You're going to military school, you cocksucker. Enjoy the rest of your time in school, getting screamed at by fucking angry white boomers.
Yeah.
Like, some of these kids really just need to go, all right, well, you're not going to a normal high school. You have to go to military school now because that's the only person who's gonna fucking do anything about you. Like,
It's just so insane to me.
it really is. And then like the kids just walk back into school the next day like fucking nothing happened. And so, like, where does it stop? Are they going to, what is the next thing? What is the next fucking thing they do? Because, obviously, why are there so many guys? Because obviously, yeah, where's the line? Where does this shit stop? They're just coming through a sealed door, okay. Let me get that ammo. Like, because you've just told them it doesn't matter what you do. You can get away with anything. Like, cause this is, these kids, sure, they're still kids, and if they were charged on it, they would not get like, oh, okay, they would not get into like a like tons of legal trouble, probably.
No,
like they wouldn't, they probably wouldn't do prison time. But
No,
also,
dude,
like,
the worst.
or like,
Like,
you know, if they were a
like-
couple years older, they would be doing prison time.
Yeah.
Like if they were 16 when they did this shit in a high school, they would probably be going to prison.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like, and you know, the whole thing is like, the school's like, oh, we're teaching future scientists or whatever the fuck, and they're like, okay, but how are the other students going to become future scientists when we just let this shit happen? And like, if I was a fucking parent and someone told me, yeah, your kid was in the room and someone was fucking playing porn, and like, he's not, the other kids aren't in trouble, like they're just not suspended or anything, like I would go fucking ballistic.
Yep.
Oh, I have a rocket launcher. Because, like, I think if my parents, when I was in high school, if they would have found out that something like this happened, they would have pulled me out of that school. I never would have been back there ever again. Or if like nothing happened with it, they probably would have sued them.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's like, it's just not hee hee ha ha fun time. You know, this isn't stealing milk from the school or whatever. Like, don't snitch on me, bro. This is like life-ending shit.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about it to another teacher, and I said, if I would have done this, I would be in prison.
Yeah.
Engine room
And that's
located.
something that I don't think a lot of people can like wrap their heads around is like, if like,
Alert.
yes, like a
The
kid
monitor
did this,
has
but like,
disabled all command access. We can't
They're
restart
not
the-
that much. They're like 5 years away from being a full-blown ass adult.
well, it's like that doesn't excuse the behavior.
Mhm.
A kid does. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Don't worry, I have access to all of
Like
the
a kid,
reactors that
like
might
yes, a kid
examine
did this. That doesn't mean that
I'll walk you through it.
like it's okay.
First, we need to
Mhm.
pull back
You're a
the
kid. They
exhaust
still
ducts.
shouldn't
That will
do this.
expose a shaft that leads to the primary fusion drive.
Yeah. A kid did this, therefore we can't do anything about it, question mark?
Inadequate safeguards.
Who's fucking making that noise? But you know what I mean? Where it's just like, well, yeah, but you know, kids do stupid shit all the time. And it's like, I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, it's the same
I
like
do.
argument. I mean, I know I
Boys will
just
be boys.
yeah, boys will be boys. It's the same fucking argument, and it's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, boys will be boys, therefore it's fine if they literally assault each other in the cafeteria. Like,
Mhm.
no, what? That's not like that's not what we're trying to teach here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kids do stupid shit, and they should face consequences for their idiotic bullshit actions that do, in fact, hurt other people.
Yep.
You know?
Step 1 complete. We have a straight shot into the fusion reactor. We need a catalyst explosion to destabilize
gotta get down.
the magnetic containment field
Where the fuck am I
surrounding the
going?
fusion cells. Use an explosive. I recommend a grenade or rocket.
Am I gonna
If
die
you
from
run
this?
out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the
What did I just get killed by? Oh. But, you know, and a bunch of other teachers say the same shit. Like, if we don't do something about their behavior now, we're doing a disservice to them. Because, like, when a kid walks up and talks shit on someone, like, I'm gonna beat your ass, and doing shit like that, like a kid said, I'm gonna beat your ass to the dean of students, and all he got was a suspension and not, like, expelled. That's a threat.
Don't worry,
I know.
all of the reactor
What the
schematics
The
and
teachers can't do anything. It's like the admin has to step in and do something, and then the board of directors goes like, well, we don't want to do this because, you know, it makes the school look bad. And, like, you know what makes the school look bad?
Us not doing anything.
You know, parents talking to other parents and going like, yeah, you should not send your kid there because they let someone else's kid play porn on their phone in class and they did nothing about it.
Yeah.
And people look at that and go like, oh, what did the teacher do about it? Like, what the fuck do you think a teacher's gonna do about this?
It's the same, like, the same argument can be attributed to, like, you know, a lot of schools had responses when it came to, like, Black Lives Matter. Specifically after everything that happened in Twin Cities with George Floyd.
Wow.
And
Plant.
it was, like, an entire ass debate here of, like, oh, well, like, what do we do? Like, do we, like,
We're here.
release a statement about it or whatever? And, like, the school didn't even officially release a statement because they were like, oh, well, like, what are people gonna think, like, about our statement? And I'm like, I don't know. What are people gonna think if we don't say anything? Like, people are gonna think that, which, like, people are gonna think something that's true, that, like, yeah, the school that I work at is full of a lot of
Racists.
people, and yeah, like, that's, and they're right to think that, because it's true. Like,
It really
you know,
do be like that sometimes.
like, if that's where they want to send little Tommy or little Sally, like, then sure, fucking whatever. Go buck wild, but, like, that's not gonna attract students for the most part.
I recommend a grenade or rocket. If you run out of explosives, there is an armory station located near the engine room's entrance.
Also, yeah, Derek, for the love of Christ, do something, sure.
Yeah.
Fusion reactor number 1 destabilized.
Dude, literally, I just fucking hate it.
Other 3 reactors.
And then, like, when I told my parents about it, like, well, what did the teacher do? And I'm like, what can the teacher do?
Yeah.
Call the office. Okay, they call the office. Fucking then what?
Yeah, like, you have a procedure to follow, and you did that.
And like, I ended up being a part of this shit because I saw the kids out in the hallway. I'm like, why are you guys out here? And I said like, and they were like, oh, well, someone's playing PH in the classroom. And I went, what the fuck is PH?
And you were like, oh no.
And so I'm walking with him like, all right, I got to figure this out. I'm like, so dude, what the fuck is PH? And he's like, and he goes, Pornhub. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Oh my... I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And you know, but like, you know, parents will complain. Well, what are you gonna do about what is my teacher gonna do about this? What are the teachers doing? I'm like, bruh, I don't have the power to suspend or expel anyone, but I can assure you if I did, I would.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like, you follow your procedure based on what you're trained, what you're told to do. And if that's not the result that people want, then they should take it up with those that write your procedure. That tell you what you should or should not do. Like, it's not your fault that that's the situation that happened.
Yeah. And like, You know, and as far as, you know, like me goes as a teacher, it's like, you know, they don't give a shit about me because it's like, oh yeah, we'll just let these dudes walk back in. And then I have to try and like fucking wrestle control of the classroom from these dudes that don't give a shit. Like, because I'll be honest, someone who doesn't care, it doesn't matter what they do or what you say to them or anything, because they will never give a shit, you know?
Yeah, they're gonna continue that negative behavior.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm dead. You know? And it's like the same thing with your situation of like, you know, we're not giving them real consequences, so nothing's going to change. And, you know, they don't care because, you know, they're probably on mommy and daddy's dime going to college. So why should they give a fuck?
Yeah.
Because they're just stupid.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about it. They got that shit all figured out.
Yeah.
And then it really is like parents come in whenever you have that conversation, and it's surprise Pikachu face. Oh no, my kid would never. Like, I agree with Derek. I can't wait until I'm the parent that goes, my kid did what?
Man, I'm really struggling with this part. But, you know, I will say for myself, I will not have children. I fucking refuse. Like, just like this shit. And I, like, in some ways, you know, like, I went to a public high school and everything, so I've been through the gambit of some of this kind of bullshit of, like, just people doing fucking insane garbage, and I just got pushed off the edge. And just, like, not getting in trouble for stuff. Like, kids, like, some kids I knew who I think are now actually teachers fucking sent porn to a student teacher who was at our high school.
Yes.
And they had like a sit down with the police liaison. And he's like, if he wanted to, he could charge you with sexual harassment, like, because that's what you just did.
Yeah.
Also, like,
And for some people, it's crazy because that's not enough.
mm-hmm.
Like, that's not enough of like get your shit together moment for them to realize how fucked what they did was.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's like they don't care. They go, oh,
Based prank, bro.
no, dude, you don't understand. It was actually a really good thing.
It was actually based.
It was actually based in the red pill. Oh my god, please.
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go.
Move close enough so I can shoot you. But yeah, like one kid was just like refusing to listen to my instructions, and he was just repeatedly going like, it's a prank, dude, it's a prank. And I said, oh yeah, so it's a prank? All right, well, let's see how funny it is when I call the administrator. And then he was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not playing anymore. I'm like, okay, yeah, I wasn't from the beginning.
That did it. Engine's gone critical.
Like, hee hee ha ha funny joke. I'm not joking.
We don't have much time. We should move outside and signal for evac. Accessing schematics.
Where do I
And
have to
like,
go?
There's a
I
service
believe
link
at like
the top
some
of the
point
engine
you have to
room. It
like,
leads to a class 7 service
you know,
corridor that runs along
understand
the
like,
ship's
yeah, it
dorsal
is a
structure.
kid.
Hurry.
Yeah, like I don't think it would be fair to hold them to the same standard as adults all the time.
Yeah.
But that's not all the time.
Like, I don't expect a fucking, you know, kindergartner to be able to handle, like, sitting in school all day.
Yeah.
Like, you know? That's not how that works. But, I would expect an 8th grader to be able to do that. I would expect a 6th grader to be able to handle sitting in school all day. Like, because I could at that age.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Haha, porn is funny. No, dude, it's just a joke. Like, after I was sitting in the room talking to some of the kids, like, you gotta put your fucking phone in your locker, because if they're coming through, yeah, but you're built different, Aaron. then that would mean like almost every single person in this nation is built different. Because like, I think for the most part, even when you've got like lunch and some other breaks and like passing walk time, like you're not just sitting there non-stop doing work. Like, you come on.
Analyzing. We have 6 minutes before the fusion drives detonate. We need to evac now.
I've just totally lost my train of thought. But like, you know, I really don't think it's too much to ask for people like in middle school to sit down and shut the fuck all day. Or shut the fuck up all day, not shut the fuck.
Shut the fuck.
But in some cases, like before, sometimes you do have to shut the fuck. But you know, oh, because I think like even a 4th grader or a 5th grader, but I mean they're still like getting recess and shit. They should be able to handle sitting down all day and doing their work.
Mm-hmm.
I think a 3rd grader is on the edge of being able to do that, but like probably not. Like probably still needing like more time and leniency, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, and I feel like, you know, with a lot of this shit happening, because it's you know, it's not just me, and I think a couple other teachers I've talked to have been like, you know, I'm glad it's not just me who's struggling with this, because of like, you know, I feel like it's just me all the time. Like, you know, I understand that. But, you know, I feel like it's a good thing to be like, oh yeah, you know, it's not just, you know, me who's having trouble with these little shits. Uh-oh. No, get in the fucking driver's seat. I think I fucked up. But, you know, but it's not a, you know, not necessarily a good thing that everyone else is like, yeah, I'm really struggling too. Because then it just means nobody has anything that works.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I would be extremely surprised if a lot of teachers came back next year, because, you know, I think the elementary teachers, they're doing fine, and like most of their classes are okay. Or like, you know, it's just like 1 or 2 kids, and that they can be managed, or like admin can help out with them, and when they do, it makes it better. But just like, what's oh, this section is dog shit. But what's the word I'm looking for? Uh-oh, I'm gonna get flipped. But just like, you know, because nobody wants to deal with this shit, and so many teachers are just like, yeah, I'm tired of just arguing all the time, because kids go like, well, why do I have to sit down and do this work? And I have a lot of kids go like, well, why are you calling me out for this when other people are talking? And it's like, you're literally the fucking first person I'm calling out in this instant. And then by the time I get to everyone else, they've already either stopped talking or they're sitting down or doing whatever they need to. And then it's like, well, you're just coming after me. Like, yeah, because you won't just shut the fuck up. Like, I wish I could sit down with some of these kids and be like, do you know why we're having this conversation right now? Because you just won't shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, just shut the fuck up, and we wouldn't have this issue.
I like the idea of you like sitting down a kid, and it's have you seen Kindergarten Cop?
No, but I know it. That's the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, isn't it?
Yeah, and just like in the middle of it, he just starts yelling "shut up" to the kid.
Based, unhinged teacher.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, that's you, huh?
Sometimes it gets real close. But like, also, there's sometimes where I'm just like working with some kids, and it's just like some kids just can't fucking handle being in the same room with each other. So instead of like switching out what classroom they're in, they just figured, oh yeah, we'll let this go for the whole year. And so then they come into my room and they just scream and swear at each other non-fucking stop.
Incredibly cursed.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Uh-oh. But oh, I'm getting burned. I'm flipping it over again. But again I just lost my train of thought because I'm like trying to focus on driving. But like they just start screaming at each other, and even if I get in their faces and say stop talking, just stop. Don't say anything, because the only reason they're continuing is because you won't stop talking.
Move! We need to get aboard now.
And so it was like the last time this happened, I just like sat back and did nothing. Uh-oh, I have to run. I just like sat back and let them scream at each other because I called admin and nobody fucking showed up. And I'm like, well, I can't do anything about this.
Yeah, you're like, that's someone else to deal with. You followed protocol.
And I was like, yep, whatever. That's just how it's gonna be. And you know, if someone's got a problem with it, you know, then they need to help fix it.
Yep. Or they need to take it up, like, to those that can fix it.
Mm-hmm. And it makes me feel like I'm like fucking up as a teacher, because it's like I can't just let this shit go. And some teachers like, no, I don't let that happen. And I'm like, I have to like sing for like 2+ hours every day easily, and like talk for at least like 4 to 6 hours. And like I can't just be yelling all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any other way to put it.
And like, and I just feel like a fucking moron, because let me check my calendar, because in what is it, we've got 1, 2,
Shut
3,
them down. We'll need them later.
4, 5 weeks until our next like extended vacation in quotes of like more than
Fancy
just the
room?
weekend being off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna get through this?
Yeah.
Because it's just unreal. And I feel at the next meeting I have to bring it up, and I feel like they're and it just pisses me off, because I think I'm gonna go like, what can we do about these troubling behaviors? And they're just gonna go like, well, what about your classroom management skills? And I just have to say like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do when, you know, I've tried like so many different things of like,
We're all that's left.
we're like just telling kids we're not doing this today, having like sitting down and talking with them during class like, hey, you know, I'm not doing any of this for myself, this is all for you guys. Like I don't need to like sing with you guys or like teach you eighth notes and shit. This is about you.
Just getting started.
And like, you know, well, you need to learn how to do all this shit because it's important. And you don't want to be fucking like 20 years old and you can't read the fucking newspaper because you just didn't pay attention in school, because that's just gonna land you in prison, because what else are you gonna do when you can't even read?
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't give a shit. It's like, well, what are some other things you can do? And it's like, well, why don't you come in and teach my fucking class then?
Like, please tell me how to teach my class.
Show me how it's done. Show me what to do when kids scream racial slurs at each other, and I tell them stop doing that. I call the office, I tell them stop doing it, and I'm like, be quiet. Repeatedly, I'm doing all these things. Like, well, you should just do something else.
Yeah, forehead, do something else.
Also, I just finished Halo.
What a way to end it.
I'm gonna quit the desktop, and I'm gonna probably play something different now. Switch to BRB. But oh, hang on. While we're doing this, do you want to do Pokemon Smash or Pass?
Oh, good God. I mean, I still can't drink because I hand off the phone tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I'm down.
We can wait until later. I'm just saying like the oh, let's get drinkies, because I'm like, I kind of just like don't want to do it because it's gonna be like, yeah, that one's an animal, I don't want to fuck that one. I'm like, yeah, there's horny bait, so you know I have to say yes.
But the fun is in how much do you get baited. That's where the fun is.
When you get fucking baited. Um, but you know, I just don't know. You know, while we're here, and I'm not playing something or doing something, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna look at some job shit online quick,
All right.
which will be fun. I checked like yesterday. I really don't think there's anything new, but I have to submit a couple applications because I'm like close to being done with some of them.
Mm.
Fuck me, god damn it. Teacher. But just like I feel like at this point, and I was talking to some other teachers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're young. You could do whatever you want. You know, you could change careers." And you know, another teacher is like, "Yeah, you know, we need young people like you to come in here and do this because everyone's getting old." And I was like, you know, if it's gonna be like this for the next and he's like, "You're gonna be doing this for like 20 years." I'm like, "No, like
You're
this."
Like this for 2 decades. I'm out.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, no fucking chance. And I said, like, if it keeps up like this, you know, he's like, "Oh, it'll probably get worse." I'm like, okay, no thanks, bye.
Nice convincing argument. Well, probably.
It just gets worse. And that's like what I've heard from a lot of people is like,
Hey, why are you walking away?
I've just heard from so many people like, yeah, it's a lot more difficult and a lot worse than it was like, you know, 20 years ago or whatever the fuck.
Oh my god.
And I'm like
what? Good convincing argument? What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's just worse than it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's what I'm hearing from just a lot of teachers is just like, yeah, it's a lot worse than it was, you know, however many years ago. I'm like, oh, good.
Like, great, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Worst conditions of living and working.
Yeah.
With the same compensation. Fun.
Yep. I'm gonna do this now so you can keep talking, but I'm gonna work on some applications.
Yeah.
It gets worse, smile. Yes. Like I mean really, that's what everyone's been saying. And I feel bad because I just like don't know what the fuck to do. And it's like, yeah. I talked to these people, and when I started all this shit, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you know, if you're teaching, you should really want to do it." And I'm like, you know, okay, you know, I get that, you know, I can do it. But just, yeah, and you know, I feel bad because it's not like, oh, you know, this is what I want to do forever. Because it's just so fucking bad. I've had like so few positive experiences teaching. And it's like, you know, like, you know, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, I just like don't know how to feel about it. And I feel like I don't know what else I can do. But unironically, if I got a job that was like, that paid me the same or more than what I was currently doing, when did you observe me? I don't remember. But sorry, I just like totally I lost track of my thought again. Your senior year, like, was I student teaching?
I think where you were going was just like what to do now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, thank you. And I'm like, you know, honestly, like I think Derek's doing like, you know, some machine work shit.
Derek's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you know, I would do something like that if doing this job didn't make me want to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I'm like legitimately because it's you know, shitty.
It's a bad work. It's a bad work environment. It's a bad work experience. I get that,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's unfavorable conditions to you. You know.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I have to find this shit on here. Oh, music. Oh, that's I have to do all of this. But you know, I was talking to Eric about it, and I was like, you know, I just want a job that doesn't make me want to fucking die. And then he said, like, well, you know, that'll be really hard. I'm like, okay, then it'll be a very easy decision for me to like just stab myself in the throat later.
Like
In Minecraft, of course.
yeah, in Minecraft, obviously.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I have to talk to him again because he said he was gonna send me some like tech certificate shit, and I'm like, you know, I would be willing to do that, and like,
Do you
know,
want me to send you some shit with that?
sure.
I'm doing a certificate like right now because I'm kind of in the same boat where I'm like, God, I fucking hate my job, and like
Mm-hmm.
I know my degree does not like match what I'm currently doing, but like that doesn't matter because I would much rather do my current position than what my degree is for, which is sad but true.
Mm-hmm.
Like full transparency, kids. I don't want to go into fucking politics.
Yeah. I just like, man, after I finish this application, I'll like switch to something else. But I just mean like, what can I even do with my degree? I feel like I paid a monster fuckload of money to get this degree, and all I can do with it is teach.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
Well, and you know, like it sucks, but like I think also you're getting to that point where it's like, you know, you are asking like, what can I do with this like shitty piece of paper that costs me like hundreds of thousands of dollars? But like, there is still a lot you can do where it's like maybe it's not in the field that your shitty piece of paper said, but like you can still do the work. Like I'm working in a field that is not related to what was on my shitty piece of paper.
mhm. Yeah.
You know, so like it's possible. And like
Mhm.
maybe education isn't it. Like I've realized for me that my specific branch in like working with students is not it. But like that doesn't mean that I'm not interested in like enrollment or in, you know, like other types of positions where it's like I feel like I would be able to help students out more in those
Mhm.
my current position. Because in my current position I feel like it's a lot of, hey, you know, like wagging the finger like don't do this, and then they continue to do it, and then I can't really do anything about it because the team around me doesn't give a shit.
Mhm.
So like I get it.
Yeah. No, I pain.
Yeah, it really is like you know, and I don't want to sound like Eric where it's like, oh well, gee, thanks, but like it is something where it will take a while to figure out like what
Mhm.
you want to do, and like just going out and doing that,
Yeah.
because like yeah, teaching might not be it, but you know, maybe it is like working in IT, like, and not like, you know, working at a fucking call center, but like maybe like cybersecurity. Like
Mhm.
maybe that's something where like, you know, you do a certificate in, you find interest in working in that. Like that's what I'm interested in doing right now. Like not cybersecurity per se, but like,
Mhm.
you know, I'm interested in like IT work that before now I was like, I can't make a career out of this.
Yeah.
But like with like blessed with the connections that I have, like I found out, no, I can definitely make a career out of this. Like, it's just I have to put in the work for it, which like I am all for. I will do that.
Hmm.
But yeah, like working in a school is just hard because you have to play the game.
Yeah.
Like, and I know like for you more so than me, that game is brutal.
Hmm. Oh, extreme pain.
Yeah,
Extreme pain.
get that.
Like, I just don't know how to. I don't know. I just feel like I just feel like I have no idea what the fuck to do. You know?
Yeah. Like, I know for me, like, I finish out in June. Like,
Mhm.
I'm done after this year. I'm not working at my current employer after that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
right now, I don't have, like, I have something lined up that, like, will be good and it's good pay, but it's, like, not necessarily something I would want to make a career out of. But, like, if that's what I have to do for a bit just to make it by, like, then I'll do that with the plan of, like, I want to go into, like, because I truly do want to go into, like, an IT field.
Mhm.
But like that, or like I said, like working in like a different division of like student affairs type shit. But if the job market is not kind to me in that regard right now, then so be it. I will do other work just to like keep a roof over my head.
Mhm. Yeah, um I just like don't know what to do, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like have you ever heard Helplessness Blues by by what the fuck is it called? Sorry, I'm like losing my mind now.
No, you're good.
By Fleet Foxes,
I have not.
because that whole thing is just the whole album is about doubling the size of our factory in a month or two, based. But it's like the whole thing is about being like around our age and not knowing what you want to do, and just like all that shit, and it just like really fucking hits hard.
Well, yeah.
And I think like one of the lines in it is like, if I had an orchard, I'd work till I'm raw, and like if I had an orchard, I work till I'm sore. And it's like, even though it's like menial bullshit, as long as I like I enjoyed it, you know, I wouldn't mind doing whatever, like being a farmer or whatever the fuck. If it was fun, I'd fucking go for it, straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's something that like overall just like defines like our generation is like, we want to do this work, but like we aren't being given the opportunity to do this work. But like we find something that we enjoy, we will do that. We will do that until we die. Like, yeah.
It's just so disheartening.
Yeah. Like,
uh,
full transparency here. I literally, how I was saying, like, I have something lined up where, like, it's not, like, preferred. Like, I'd be working in factory. I would be, pushing parts through. And, like, that's just, like, that's what I would do. But if it came down to it, like, yeah, I'll do that. Like, it's not something I'm necessarily, like, uber passionate about, but, like,
yeah.
if it's what's going to pay the bills at the end of the week, like, sure. I will labor myself for my ability to live.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah. I No, hang on. I'm gonna change my category quick to just chatting for now.
based.
Well, like,
Based.
I mean, realistically, if it was like, if I could work as a carpenter or like some just random like menial bullshit, and I thought the work was fun or fulfilling, and and if I wasn't constantly every single day, every single fucking week, just having like the worst day of my month,
Mm-hmm.
I would rather do that. Like, the CNC shit, if it wasn't like, if it didn't make me want to fucking die, I'd be okay with doing it.
I think something that I've realized, and this may or may not help.
Based CNC. Yeah.
Like, this is something that I've realized in my current position, and I feel like it could definitely like contribute to yours, is that we both work jobs where at the end of the day we don't see what we did. Like, there's nothing that, like, we can't quantify the work that we do in our job. It's like, yeah, I went to work today and I did my job, but what do I have to show for it? And like, that's why for me, like, this next job that I'm talking about, that I'm like, not necessarily like thinking it'll be a career, but like, it's something where it's like, yeah, at the end of the day I can say I did that. Yeah, like, even what Derek said, like, I can actually see the thousands of parts I make daily. Like, that's something for me where it's like,
Mhm.
if I could see that, that would even just give me like purpose to work. Like, obviously, like, you have to find like good conditions to work in too, but like, like, it's different when you can see the labor that you put forth and like what you create with that.
Mhm.
So, like, that's a huge thing for me, where like, it would have to be a pretty convincing argument for me to stay in student affairs work.
Yeah.
I would much rather just have a job where I can see what I do.
Yeah.
And like, student affairs, no matter what, does not provide that.
Mhm. It's frustrating.
Yeah. When you work with people, you don't get that.
Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, I'm like focusing on this question and I can't
Ah, you're good.
fashion it. How can I can't I can't fucking spell.
God, maybe that piece of paper wasn't worth it.
Yeah,
Can't fucking spell.
it'd be like that sometimes.
It really do.
I don't think I've told you this story before. When I was in like fucking 6th grade or some shit, if you're gonna work in any kind of factory, I'd request to go on a tour before applying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I tour as my like secondary interview, like, and honestly, the conditions weren't that bad. Like, yeah, mine was like fairly clean considering like what they work with.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying though, Aaron?
Oh, hang on, I'll do it in 1 second. I've just got like to finish a like a sentence or two.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm literally just like, I'm currently filling in a frame of a fucking like castle structure right now, so I'm
Mhm.
this is the most monotonous shit.
Understandable.
I'm just turning my brain off right now.
Yeah, I'm putting on background music for the stream so it's not just like silent. I saw mine
Yeah.
before applying, was impressed with how clean it was. Yeah. That might be an option for me, Derek, because we were talking about like if we're actually gonna move in together, you know, I would be willing to take that kind of job and like do that, even though it would be, I think you told me before that it was like, it would be less than what I currently make.
Yeah.
I think if I made $20 an hour, I would make slightly more than I do currently, or I would make slightly less. I mean.
Oh, that's like that's what my current offer is with the I'll call it my backup plan. It's not really that though. Like I don't want to diminish it to that. But,
I would make 20 cents, not even a full 20 cents less than I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Like fucking for me, I could work minimum wage full time and make about the same as what I have right now. So like for me, it's fairly easy to make that decision because I'm like already getting like dog shit pay. So like no matter where I go, I will probably get better pay.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, Derek has been working there. You've been working there for like not even a year now.
It's
Or
been
like maybe a year now.
I would
And,
guess like 8 to 10 months
Mm-hmm.
when Derek's been there.
But I just like, I feel like I want to give teaching another shot and be like at a decent school, but at the same time, I'm like,
Okay.
you know, I've been there since November.
So only 5 months.
It's not bad. Oh man. Native English.
Odd based. Getting a raise potentially.
You'll get a raise. I got a full dollar raise. Based. Yeah, I mean, you know, and I just feel like a fucking idiot. Cause I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel like an idiot in a whole fucking lot of different ways of like, you know, sorry, I'm like totally off track now with my brain.
No, you're good.
This is like, I feel like working in this job is just like making my brain hemorrhage because I feel like I just forget shit and like can't remember stuff way more frequently now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's just an effect of like working in such a stressful work environment. You know?
But I like I don't think I would mind doing like CNC shit or like carpenter shit, but the problem is it's like you start out at $15 an hour and I literally can't live on $15 an hour.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean,
we gotta pay to go to school and learn all this shit too, so it's like I'm fucking forking out more money to like do this shit and get a job. Again.
Yeah. I mean, if you find the right place, they will like pay you more than 15 an hour, like even starting. Like even Derek was saying like 18 an hour, which I know it's not like fantastic. The place that I am looking at is 20 an hour. Like
Fuck.
their opportunity, and like for me, like the $20 an hour, like that is like carpentry work. So, you know, and I don't know if they have.
Yeah, if I only made $20 an hour, I would just make $400 less than I currently do.
Yeah. Which, like, in the long run, like you're saying, like over the course of a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not bad at all. That's pretty minimal.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, for me, that's almost an entire fucking paycheck at my current position.
Yeah.
Which that's a whole other issue of fuck ass, but whatever. Also, I'll be right back. I gotta swap laundry. Ooh.
like, Derek, can you DM me the place that you're working for? Because I would be interested in that. My only problem is just like I'm contractually obligated to work at this place for, you know, April, May, June, for like three-ish more months. I think my last day is June 7th, and that's an in-service day. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna look, and I think you said before that they've got openings and shit. Hang on, and I'm gonna DM you again. Yeah, just tell me if that's the right place. Piss. Okay. Piss. Hey, these aren't so bad. And as a hourly employee, do you get PTO? I should switch over to the stream again. Okay, that's kind of fucking nice. Dude, I only got 4 fucking PTO days that are also sick days, and I've already used them all up because I got extremely sick for 6 days, which was like over the weekend too, but it was like fucking dickhole. Hello?
Just like, don't get sick, forehead.
I know. It pissed me off so bad, and teachers like, oh, well, it'll get better in your second year. I'm like, the fuck do you mean? That's not okay. I'm looking at this one position. I just like don't see what the pay for it is.
Yeah, I know. Believe it or not, they actually paid less a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And only recently started paying what I make.
Okay. Can you see?
And like, there's a coworker of mine, Vinny. He makes 24 an hour right now.
Ooh. Also,
but he's also been there 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Can you see if that link I sent you, if you can open that too?
Yeah, I can open it.
I'm just trying to see if like it even says like what the pay is.
It doesn't.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because I would like, my only thing is like I'm employed for like 3 more months under contract, and I would just like, I would do it, and I would oh, my only thing is I don't have a PDF editor. Shit.
You can find them.
And Drive doesn't. Adobe Premiere, right?
No, that's the video editing software one.
It's Adobe Acrobat.
I think it's, well, that's the reader.
PDF.
You talking about Adobe software?
Yeah. I'm trying to find a PDF editor. And like all fucking PDF editors are like, you have to edit. Or like you have to pay for them.
I was about to say, like, yeah, it's an editor. Of course you have to edit, you dipshit.
PDF editor. Edit a PDF online with free with PDF editor on Adobe's website. Alright. Oh, I still need to finish this one application I was working on.
I can't believe you don't want to work out on the floor with the boys.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, I'm just saying that as an opportunity because it's potential to pay slightly more immediately. But like, I would also be willing to do like floor work. The only thing is like, I guess like over the summer it wouldn't be too big if I took that job, but I would also then very much need to look at moving in with someone else because I think it would be difficult for me to afford my current apartment on my own, even though it's like a fucking dump.
The Doompy apartment.
I was gonna say, Derek, you've probably seen the Doompy apartment, right?
Aaron's? Of course, I've been there.
I was gonna say I have yet to, Sag. It's also because I live
Yeah, you live
I live like hundreds of miles away from you guys. So.
No, you're just down the street, Richard.
You, dude.
Quick 5-minute walk over.
Dude, there are so many times where I wish I lived like close because like all my friends from high school still live within like 10-15 minutes of each other, and then there's me that's literally 10 hours away from all of them.
Fug.
And like sometimes I get sad about that, but then I'm also like, literally, if I didn't move here, I wouldn't have met my fiance, like soon to be wife.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'm like, you know, life is a weird way of working things out, I guess.
Life do be weird.
Like that's the thing for me with like my job and everything too. It's like, yeah, like shit has sucked, like working in my current position, but like if there is a silver lining, it is that, you know, where it's like I have that figured out now for the rest of my life, and that's based. But
Now that's based.
now that's based as fuck, gamers.
I'm based as fuck, boy.
I'm Jonathan Based Man.
Jonathan based.
I have to continue with Google. Yeah, I just applied for 2 jobs. Wahoo.
Wahoo!
Wait, did you apply to work where I work?
No, I'm working on that now.
Based.
I'm like trying to get a PDF editor open, like working. I've read and accepted the terms of service, but in a couple minutes I'm gonna need to stand up and do shit.
You're still streaming, by the way.
I am aware. Yeah.
Yeah, we're chatting.
Yeah, we're just chatting. Can I not edit this?
Just shitting.
In the meantime, if you want to watch some real gamer shit,
Wow,
this is what has caused me pain.
Dude, I'm so fucking annoyed now. I can't. I did all that shit to edit that PDF online.
Yeah.
And I can't.
What do you mean?
Oh, can I just?
Like it won't let you?
It's just like shitty and fucked up.
This MF out here playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I am. And it's filling me with so much pain with all the shit that I'm building. So I have to fill in this shit right now.
No
It just hurts.
griefing or you will be banned.
True.
Based.
Don't fucking test me, gamer.
Literally 1984.
Truly. But yeah, like it's just like it's such a fucking process building all this shit. And like obviously this is not how it'll look in here with just a bunch of fucking lanterns on the ground, but god damn it, it's gonna be that way for a while.
Based. Ooh, draw.
Get rid of this shit now.
Erase.
The secret about how I got my job, Aaron, is I technically didn't apply until like 2 weeks after working there. Don't ask how it worked. It just happened, alright?
Understandable.
The HR lady called me into the office one day and said, "Hey, you still haven't applied to work here, and we kind of need that on record." I'm like, "Oh."
And you're like, oh, all right.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Of course, the HR lady's retiring soon.
Okay.
Edge.
There's no human resources anymore.
PP hands with no HR.
It just has my height. It just wants my high school information.
Just wants my height.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I also. Yeah, it just wants my height. It's no big deal.
Damn, it wants my height. I'm just looking at this and it's like my GPA in high school. Like I don't fucking know.
That's because most of the people that
Yeah.
actually apply there are usually
Like-
high schoolers.
Yeah.
Someone as old as me is actually rare. Someone as old as you is even rarer.
That's how I feel with the job I was talking about earlier. Because like when I went and did a tour of the facility, I was like, wow, there are a bunch of young people here.
Yeah, and they're probably like youth apprentice. Oh yeah, rest in peace, anyone who's a youth apprentice
Mhm.
Yeah.
who then started working where I work.
Oh, is that just not a thing now?
No, it is. It's just I make more. I started out making more with less training than youth apprentices because
Damn.
they're in high school, right?
Yeah. But since you got a piece of paper,
No, I don't have a piece of paper. I'm
Oh.
just an adult, so I get the adult wage.
that's ridiculous. What?
Based.
I wonder if that'll happen where I applied. 'Cause, like,
You'd have to find out first if there are any youth apprentices there.
there are.
And you gotta buddy up to one and figure out whether or not he's making like $15.
Jesus. It's just legal child labor at that point.
Yeah. Why did you
Based.
experience?
Should I even put my high school on the application if I'm listing my college?
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna
I
leave
mean,
it blank.
like, I would, but like
Yeah.
Okay.
at the bare minimum, just like high school and year you graduated, like fuck GPA. Like,
Yeah, I put the year I graduated.
especially with how old we are, it's like fat fucking chance they still have those fucking transcripts. I bet that they're gone after 7 years.
Dude, I don't even remember how I got my transcripts to apply.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I didn't need a transcript, which thank fucking Christ I didn't. Cause like I'm gonna keep it real with you boys. I was not a good student.
I mean, I wasn't a good student, and I was a good student if I tried.
Oh, I was just not a good student.
The biggest catch is if I tried. Your boy almost failed AP Calc because he didn't care about math.
Fuck.
Oh man.
How do I?
And then one day the math teacher's just like, I know you can do the work. I've seen you do the work every day. I call you up to go answer something on the board on the fucking board, and you fucking get it right. But here you are, not trying. Why? I just don't like math. Why are you in this class? Because they have. It was high school, so they required you to take a math class for like the first half of your senior year. Then the other semester or whatever they called it back in high school, you weren't required to take a math class.
Yeah, I took AP Calc in high school, and it made me want to die a little inside. Except
Because
I was a fucking idiot. Let me tell you why. Because I didn't take the fucking AP exam with it.
I didn't either.
I was like, there's no shot I'm gonna pass this, and I definitely could have.
I could have.
Didn't get the credit.
I could. I got the credit for taking the class, but not for taking the test.
Wait, what? Like, when we went to the same school, you got credit for that shit?
Yeah,
Dog,
yeah.
what
You
the fuck?
they didn't
Remote
require you to
activated.
take
I
like all the
didn't
kids that took
credit.
AP Government because the AP Gov teacher was based and the regular government teacher wasn't. We all got credit for Gov, but even though none of us took the test. All right, that's
Dude,
not
all
true.
I'm
Like,
saying is that's horseshit that you got the credit for it and I didn't when we did the same shit. What the fuck?
Richard got fugged.
I did. God, I'm
Fugarino'd.
mad. As if I needed another reason to be mad at our shitty undergrad.
Hey, wait, that's not the spell I wanted. Mama!
You should continue to be mad at our undergrad because it's a fucking dump.
Oh, I mean, I'm continuously mad there.
Dude, I'm mad at myself.
for
And
going there.
I'm actually more mad at my high school, honestly.
Mhm.
Are you
'cause,
saying
like-
you're mad at yourself for going there?
I'm mad at myself. Oh, okay. I'm not mad that we're friends, obviously. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
But like,
But just like
I'm
it's a
mad that like I
shithole.
didn't think that like what I'm doing now was even an option. Like, no one told me that was an option, and I
Yeah.
honestly feel kind of cheated.
Mhm.
It's like there's this kid that's like a setup guy already, and he's like 18 or 19. Well, he also was a youth apprentice, but
Mhm. Oh, this is like in the middle of nowhere. I won't be applying to this job.
the nice thing about where I work, Aaron, is it's like nearly right off the highway that you'd take to get there.
Okay.
On is it's not close to Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just looking like there's a job here that's in like the Green Bayish area. Doxed.
I was about to say, I'm like, man, y'all are really just saying.
I mean, like, who fucking cares?
Dude,
Number one,
it's
who fucking
Milwaukee.
cares?
How are you gonna find Aaron in Milwaukee? Do you like it's not
Yeah.
Chicago by any stretch, but still Milwaukee's a big place.
Yeah, dude. I'll tell you.
I-
I'll even tell you what city I live in. West Atlas.
I was gonna say, I can't even say the fucking state I live in because some dickhead would be able to find me. No, yeah, there are literally like 2 people that fucking live in the state that I live in.
Fricked.
It was
Bamboozled.
joke.
Yeah, it was trick.
But I'm
They
like,
don't know.
I'm like looking at this one job, and it's like just kind of in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and I'm just thinking to myself, do I really even want to apply for this?
Yes.
I actually
Yes.
'Cause here's the thing, I always say apply for it, and like if you get the offer, that doesn't mean you have to take it.
yeah.
All right.
Like,
The only sad thing about applying is like when you don't hear back, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, it's also like my whole mentality with it is like, fuck our corporate overlords. They just think because they offer you a job that you have to accept it. Fuck that. Give them the middle finger and be like, no, I choose myself.
dude, I actually made my employer sweat when I said, can I get a few days to think about this?
Oh my god, no, dude, I straight up did the same shit with the place that I keep on talking about because they wanted to hire me right away.
Oh yeah, yeah, same.
Well, and I told them, I was like sadly, like, you know, I have a current commitment right now, and I think that they were taking that as like a straight up like, oh, like he doesn't want to come and work with us at all. But I was like if there is still a position when I finish out my current like work, like I would still be interested in applying. They're like, oh my god, yes, like we'll keep your name on file. I'm like, perfect. Like I just swear.
That means one of two things: you were a really good applicant and they really want you, or they're desperate.
Oh, I think it's a mix of both. Because like that's the thing with me too, is like if I feel like I'm compensated well enough, like I will do what is needed of me.
I will do the jobs that no one else wants to do as long as I'm properly compensated.
Yeah, like that's the thing for me. Like if I get like proper compensation, I'm like, I mean, yeah, like if it's something I'm willing to do and I get the like compensation for it, I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking do it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll swindle you out of some money.
What do you mean you don't want to work for free, Richard?
Fuck no. Like,
I will
Yeah.
admit that like the place I work, they don't pay very well
Mhm.
compared to like other places. Like what I do right now, I think I easily could like apply somewhere else and make less.
make more.
Well,
Oh,
I could also probably apply, get the same job, and make less. But yeah, I could probably work somewhere else and get more. But the owner knows my name. Based.
Mhm.
I don't think anywhere else I work, the owner's gonna know who the fuck I am. They're probably just gonna know that. They're probably just gonna know that I'm a number on a payroll.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. This job wants me to work at multiple elementary school buildings. No thanks.
Oh, fuck that. Ew.
I will not be doing that.
Even if you want to be an ed, just hearing that, I'm like, ew.
Mm-mm.
That shit's grody.
Dude, it just pisses me off because I've worked so fucking hard to find jobs, like, for almost like 2 fucking years. And then it's just like, you know, I see people like, oh, well, I had a really easy time finding a job. And it's just like,
Okay, yeah, but like,
and it's like
Jackson and Eric have like
or no, but
have
I mean like other
connections
people.
into like.
I mean other people in
something, you know?
education. Because it's like, you work at the same fucking building as your mom. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. And like, you know, I consider myself like finding the position I had, like I consider myself very lucky. Because like I straight up had 0 connections. Like for the place.
Yeah.
Well, okay, actually it's kind of weird because in a way I did have connections. Fun fact, the guy that was my supervisor my first like year, absolute scumbag, right? Don't like him. He's not here anymore. I feel like I can say that on the record because dude was a dipshit.
Me.
Fun fact, his wife, for transparency's sake here, the 3 of us were all involved in Greek life. In our undergrad, involved in the same Greek life organization. His wife was apparently an advisor on the national level for our organization.
Holy
Oh
fuck.
shit.
And like my supervisor apparently knew the provost at our school.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I heard all that shit and I was like, what?
Dude, the boys from our little league team they keep reaching out and asking me if I'm gonna come back to college.
Oh my god.
They fucking sent me the vice president sent me of the little league team sent me a text on Snapchat saying, "Hey, are you thinking about coming back to college?" I'm like, I didn't answer because I didn't honestly, because I was like, who the fuck is this and what is he talking about? I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
I don't even think I'm tracking what you're saying. Can you put it in general?
Hold on. There's a guy walking up towards me slowly in Elden Ring, so give me a second.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Oh no. Things just got very difficult.
But do you have the pizza saw yet?
Which one?
It's basically a wheel on a stick, dude.
Yes, I do have it.
Oh, good. Based weapon.
But
It's basically a wheel on a stick. Yeah, I got it. Oh, that's what you. A little league team. What the? All right. Yeah.
True.
Continue.
All right, I say that because like after you guys graduated and I fucked off, it became like a bunch of kids. It felt like.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I understand it too.
I follow it on social media, and I get that feeling.
Well, I mean, there are people who are like basically our age that are still, doing this shit, like doing that same shit.
How either? And like, wait, why did they ask if you're coming back?
I don't know. I mean, I did say like I was gonna take a break, and I guess like I didn't ever tell them I was that I got a job, which is actually more of a career.
Yeah. What the fuck?
But still, why would they reach out to me?
That's so weird to me. Yeah, like, which I mean, how you said earlier, how they were like, yeah, we'll keep your name on file. Like either they're desperate or like I feel like it's that they're just desperate. And like that's sad, but like there are other things they could be doing that would help them more than reaching out to alum and being like, yeah, remember the good old days? Like that doesn't do anything for them. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Like do I love and care about some of those guys to death, yeah, like absolutely. But
Yeah, but those guys have all graduated too.
yeah, exactly. They're all gone.
Yeah, I like they sent us a thing about formal, and I was
Oh
just
my
like,
God. Yep, I
dude,
saw
I am
that.
like almost 25. Don't please stop talking to me.
I'm
Well,
sorry, I'm not really interested in college things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of got a big boy job, and probably make more than you will when you start out on your new job.
Mm-hmm.
and like just the idea of like formal in general. I'm
Dude,
like,
I couldn't take the damage to my liver.
I was gonna say, I don't think I could do that anymore because like we a few weekends back, or was it last weekend? I don't even fucking remember. We, Corey and I, we went out, and like after a few drinks, like at this one place, I was like, "Oof, man," because I was the driver. I was like, "I gotta stop." I was like, "Damn, I am nowhere where I used to be in college," because you guys both knew how I was in college.
Yeah.
Of course, we were all the same, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Derek, you and I more so than Aaron. Sorry, Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron, you weren't cool enough.
You weren't as much of a drinker.
True.
Because like,
Which honestly was probably for the best.
I was gonna say it was definitely better than the current situation. But yeah, like I remember just that happening, and I was like, "Oh my dear fuck!" I'm like, I used to be
Old.
Mm-hmm.
huh?
I'm old. I can't handle it anymore.
Dude, fucking remember when I used to roll up to our goddamn like social events,
Mm-hmm.
quote unquote, and I used to roll up with a fucking gallon jug of wine and like be like, "Yeah, this is what I'm starting with,"
Based.
and I'm like, I can't do any of that anymore.
What do you mean you
Mhm.
can't handle the Carlo Rossi anymore?
I really don't think I can. I haven't tried in a while, and I don't think I want to. I'm definitely like, I specifically remember the night before graduation. Like that is a very vivid memory to me because of how fucked up I got. Like, for reference, also I say all of this, please
In Minecraft.
please anyone drink responsibly. Don't be an idiot like I am and was. I started off the night shotgunning a Four Loko in my shower,
Based.
Ah, yes.
and then I finished a fifth of Jaeger and like drank other things as well throughout the night that I don't really remember. And I just remember the next morning I woke up like with a mild hangover, which was scary that it was only mild. And
Hangover. Miles.
and I remember just like sitting like cap and gown, like ready to walk across stage, and the person next to me, I don't even remember who it was.
Starts throwing up.
No, they were like, "You reek of Jaeger," and I was like, "Oh god." They were like, "You're sweating it, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am."
Fuck.
Dude, that was so painful, but it was so funny. Like, I still have that fucking bottle, and I have it signed with people that I was drinking with that night.
Fug.
Shit was so stupid.
Dude, imagine graduating. That'd be me.
Dude, when I walked across, I technically wasn't at that point.
Oh, that's right.
I failed thesis, and I did it later. But yeah, I technically was not a graduate even when I walked across stage, and I thought it was so funny because we all had our little league team cords that may or may not have matched with the color of cum laude.
Mhm.
Fuck.
And I was like, these
Cum
losers
laude.
don't know.
They don't know that I'm actually a trickster.
They don't know that I'm actually a dumbass.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't know the epic prank.
I just think back to like all of that shit in college, and I'm like, that is so wild to me.
I kind of miss some of it just from the aspect of like, you know, you didn't have to worry about very much at all.
Yeah, and I miss the social aspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like not the social aspect in regards to like drinking. I don't miss that.
Yeah.
My liver sure as hell does not miss it either.
Right.
But like I miss just like being able to hang out with people like so much more frequently and
Mhm.
like getting to even like know people that I wouldn't have ever like considered wanting to know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's if people are on the fence about going to college, obviously make smart choices, but like I think overall it's a net good. Like as long as it's like semi affordable.
Mm-hmm. Also, it depends on what you're doing,
Yeah,
and college isn't the only option. Please, for the love of God.
yeah, it is not the only option. If anyone says that to you, they're a fucking liar and they're just trying to cheat you out of money.
College, dude, it just
Trust me, I know. I kind of have to do that for my job and I hate it.
it pisses me off because it's like, no, dude, if you want to get a good job and you want to make lots of money, you have to go to college. And it's like, well, kind of,
Yeah,
but not
but-
really. You could like also go to a trade school or do literally anything else.
Yep.
Because like it's super fucked up because I thought like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to college and I'm going to be able to get a job. And then like when I spent like fucking 4
Freaked.
months looking for one and like I just got like a job in the second to worst school district in the entire state. I was like, wow, you know, I'm fucking I got tricked.
Bamboozle leaving.
Mm-hmm.
They did a little.
They successfully trolled him.
They successfully did a little.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I just like don't know what the fuck to do like right now with my life because I'm just fucking stuck in doing this horse shit for like 3 more months,
Vicious cycle.
and I like would prefer not to, but I also don't have $3,000 to piss away on absolving my contract.
Yeah. That's the other thing that I hate about education is like that like that's just something you have to worry about. Of like, yeah, like I don't want to work here anymore. Okay, well, now that you don't want to work here, you are in like you are breaking your contract. Pay us money that we refuse to pay you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that obviously affects like more than just education, but like it's very prevalent in education.
Yes, it's this
It's so
shit. The
prevalent.
contracts having to pay money to absolve your contract is literally for shithole schools.
And
Like fucking straight up.
crazy. It's crazy because like people don't tell you about that.
Mm-hmm.
But then like if you hear about it, you're like, oh shit, does my school do that?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
for me, it's like I didn't know if my school did that, which is why I said this earlier on stream. I was like, that's why my last day is in June, because I'm like, that's the end of the semester and I'm done at that
Mhm.
point, you know?
It'd
Like
be like that.
if I knew that wasn't an issue, I feel like I would have like considered quitting earlier. Like obviously I wouldn't have like immediately done it because like there's a lot of planning when it comes to that. And,
Yeah.
like Corey and I are currently planning a wedding in addition to this, and we're moving, and like
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a new job. So like there was already enough stressors there. But
Yeah.
like yeah, I just oh man.
No, I
It's-
get it. I get it,
Yeah.
but it's just it's such a fucking mess, dude.
Mhm.
Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Mm-hmm. It's so aggravating. You know, because like I just remember it's in a Jabroni Mike video where it's like, you know, at some point you just have to start laughing at things that don't fucking make sense because you were raised and told that that things would be like this and it would all be like this. And that the world worked in a certain way, and now that you're old enough to see this shit, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Sometimes I think about when Dan said, I just want to do my homework, play video games, and be left the fuck alone."
Mm-hmm.
I think about that a lot.
Dude, I wish.
Yeah, it's. It's just a fucking mess.
Mhm.
Like, I just like don't have any other fucking way to describe it.
I think the big thing though is like, this is again like
In
I like to
Minecraft.
focus on silver
In
lining. No. I like to focus on like good thing here. Like, yes, the situation that you're in like sucked. It was absolute dog shit. You were still dealing with it, and like that just sucks. But like, it's also good that you got to the realization of that before you were in, I would say, too deep. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where like there is a good to come out of that. The rest of the situation is terrible, don't get me wrong, but like, if there is something good to point at, I would say it's that.
Mm-hmm. Like, I just like don't fucking, because it feels like, and although it's like still like experience working, it's like I feel like I've been fucking tricked and just pissed away a shitload of my time on not only like my fucking degree, but just like trying to find a job and getting one that I fucking hate and just all of this shit.
Mhm.
It's
The trickster.
it's just aggravating. And then
A
like
bit fucking lucky.
I need to ask, because someone we know is doing like shit that's not even in his degree either, and I want to see how he's like doing and everything. Because I'm just like, and I'm not opposed to like moving and doing shit like that. Like, I would just prefer not to have to move very far away,
Yeah, don't do what I do. Ugh. Don't move 10 hours away from your family and your friends and everyone that you like love and care about.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the mental impact that has on you right away, mama.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It paid off for me in the end, but dear fucking Christ.
Mhm.
That shit was scary and bad.
Hey Derek,
Yo.
can I list you on my application for the place you work at?
Yeah, sure. I don't know what good or bad that'll do for you, but sure. Of course, now that I say that, the HR lady's gonna be like, "Hey, we got an applicant, and they seem to know you." I'm like, yeah, that's my friend
You're
Aaron."
like, I never heard of him.
Aaron who? Never heard of him.
Hmm. I'm gonna.
Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension.
Let's go. But I just don't fucking know, dude. And I feel like at the rate I'm going, I'm gonna have to like fucking move back in with my parents again and then just like figure shit out from there, and I don't want to do that.
Please no.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend if you can
Not
if
doing
you
that.
can't avoid that, don't do that.
Mhm,
Dude, if you can, don't.
Yeah, like,
mhm.
because there were moments where I thought about doing that for myself. where I was
No,
like,
but specifically with your parents, Aaron, don't.
yeah. Well, because I feel like Aaron, you and I have similar parents. Like, I would say yours are worse, but like, like, and I haven't like, I don't think talked to you guys much about like, you know, my living situation before I moved, but like, it was awful for myself, and like, I'm happy I'm out of that because of how bad it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the big thing is like not putting yourself back into that, because like the detriment that that'll have on you
Mm-hmm.
outweighs whatever like other possible opportunities there are. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you even
Yeah.
mentioned like you and Derek are talking about moving in together. Like that's a very good thing. I highly recommend
Mm-hmm.
because
The boys.
the boy,
The
yeah,
bo-
that's why I
The
recommend. 'Cause-
boys.
But yeah, seriously, it's like shit's scary, and I get it,
Mhm.
but like, like for me, it's never gonna be scary enough to warrant me moving back in with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a whole other level of fear right there.
Yeah.
When you tell one of
Just
your
don't even
children
know.
that they have to go get a job, despite them actively looking for one.
Mm-hmm.
Supportive.
Hmm. I'm gonna message Jared. I'm gonna list him as a reference.
Oh, they'll probably want professional ones.
He technically
Yeah.
worked for me.
Jared did?
Yeah, because I was the pep band advisor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think I'll list my undergrad shit.
The pep band advisor. Dark Lord of the pep band.
And I don't want to have to constantly be like, you know, listing these same people over and over and over again as job references, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, what else do? I have so little fucking experience.
Yeah. I don't think these are turning out the way I want them to. Okay.
Alright, I like finished the application, but
Would
I'll have to submit it.
Years.
I don't know. I feel like I've just like, after finishing Halo, I've just like totally lost the will to play anything or do anything now.
Oof.
Uh.
The post-game depression.
I think it's just depression.
Yeah, I was about to be like, oh my god.
It's like so much worse here now though.
What do you mean?
Like just like living by myself in this job, it just like compound it so much more and make it so much worse.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
That shit's just awful.
And it's like, oh well, you know, I want to do X, Y, and Z or whatever the fuck. And like, oh well, you can't do these things because brain bad.
Yeah.
Like, I drove out to see Jackson the other day, and I like almost didn't because I'm like, my brain bad.
Yeah. And like, trust me, I get that. Like, I was even talking to Corey this morning about, or this morning or last night, I don't remember, of like how like it got to a point with me where I'm like, I'm mad that my brain is just bad. Like,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, I feel like I'm not like mad per se at Like, I'm not mad at someone. I'm mad because like my brain is giving me this inability to do things that like I should be able to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Pre-shelled pistachio nuts beyond my comprehension.
The fuck. But yeah, I get brain bad.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Tyler the Creator just posted on Twitter, yo, if someone invite you to a show, don't fucking be, and this is in all caps, don't be like, can I get 5 passes? No, come with one guest and show some fucking respect. Don't fucking ask for a family amount of tickets and shit hell you think is a charity who raised you, word I can't say. No, y'all fucking place, you ain't special.
Saying how he really feels.
Yeah, based. Fuck is this? It's home run bat in Melee.
Nobody. Freddie Mercury. I like to ride my bike.
No one. Literally me.
Bike.
Ugh. Someone posted a picture of the quartering, and it's Darth Vader, allegory for imperialist warfare, and the quartering is smiling, and then it's Darth Vader, and then it's Finn from the new Star Wars movies, black guy, you made it political.
Oh.
What the fuck? In forged. It's a picture of one of the guys from or a gif of the guy from Undertale next to the girl from Ace Attorney, and it says, Mr. Wright, how interested are you in forged evidence?
Excuse me, Mr. Phoenix Wrong. Might I interest you in some forged evidence?
Did you see that Germa won 2 awards at the Stream Awards?
I did.
He nominated for 2 categories, won both of them.
Both from what? I've fallen for the classic blunder.
It's Germa. Oh, he presents Game of the Year. Hang on, what's up with this? Hang on, we're gonna restream this clip because I want to watch this. Hang on. Where this shit at? Why is it not doing it right? Window capture. Window.
Yo, capture that window.
Rome. That's the wrong one.
Encapsulate it in a frame.
Rome.
A window frame, if you will.
Yeah. Here we go. Time to watch Germa.
But here to present Stream Game of the Year is Germa.
Presents Stream Game of the Year. Yerma. There we go.
Hello.
He broke the trophy he got.
I saw.
I'm presenting this award.
That's what he said.
My top streamed game is a game where you clean houses. House Flipper and
I can't believe they have him labeled as a Twitch streamer, not as an e-clown.
which is a great game, by the way. I suggest you all download it. But all seriousness,
Germa just feels like such an
every one of
awkward,
these
weird guy
nominees
doing this shit.
is a huge.
But at the same
dedicated
time, I
community
feel like he's
of
like
people that love these.
he like looks the part the most of someone who would be giving an award out.
Yeah.
When you think of like Twitch streamers,
Mm-hmm.
like
I'm not gonna lie. I
Equal.
watched some of this and it was really fucking cringe.
I watched
Not surprising.
because I thought it was all going to be cringe, and I was probably right.
Pretty much.
I've just seen the clips of Germa and that's it.
These games, and some of them,
Well, I thought
their
like
communities have
he'd be doing more than just presenting one award. I thought he was presenting like a lot of them.
moved their games forward.
I was tricked.
I don't think
and
they
with
will
the
bamboozled even.
developer.
I don't think they would have
So,
let him.
which
I
is a
think he would have.
huge
He would have done. We would have got
So
some
without
good
further ado,
Germa
we're gonna announce
voices
the
and
nominees
things from it
for
if they would have let him do
yet.
more than one.
I don't know the winner. The nominees for
We would have gotten too much content.
No,
Stream
it's
game
fine.
of
Twitch was
the
too much of
year
a coward to let him do it.
is
Wait, who the fuck cares about best stream game of the year? They're not giving it to a content creator. Why the fuck do I care about Minecraft or Apex Legends getting an award?
Because it
That's
shows
some
them what they
GTA
should
5
stream
fans in here,
next,
of course.
idiot.
Valorant,
Valorant.
Minecraft.
Dude, I love the way he says it.
Everybody loves Minecraft. Apex Legends.
Ape sex.
All right, everybody shut up for a second.
I feel like Apex is the odd one out here, if I'm being real.
The winner of the
Yeah.
best stream game of the year
Of like
is...
when I think of like the three big games, I do think of like GTA, Val, and Minecraft.
I'll take
Minecraft.
Ape Sex for 100, Alex.
Oh, like such a weird category.
So
Like who?
There's nobody here to accept the Minecraft award, so we have to...
Like who fucking
Oh,
cares?
Jesus.
Clearly someone.
Just take it.
I'll be completely honest. Maya and Cutie grabbed me last minute. They grabbed me last.
This is so cringe. Oh no. Oh god.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Hit that BRB. But you know,
Ew.
recorded music revenue hit historic high last year, and good thing like 10 people made all of it, and they're not musicians. Why the fuck? Hang on. On Twitter, Vosh is trending again. Why the fuck is
Oh, no.
he? How many times do I have to fucking say I'm not interested in this horse shit? I don't want to see this ever fucking again. I don't want to see
Aaron
the Kharkiv
hates
Kid
Vosh.
Finder. Yeah, I'm fucking done with this.
With what?
The Kharkiv Kid Finder. Did you not see that before?
No.
I posted it in a holy shit, Derek.
Oh wait, yeah, I did. See it.
Yeah,
Elden Ring is a
fucking-
fun game.
a picture of Vosh, and it's during some of the heaviest shelling in the city of Kharkiv. Former primary school teacher Ivan Kaczynski has been traveling throughout
yeah,
the
I know
city,
exactly what you're talking about.
taking care of unaccompanied minors. Locals have started calling him the Kharkiv Kid Finder for his seemingly supernatural ability to find young boys who do not have anybody protecting them.
Sus.
Because Vosh has done what are the words I'm looking for? I think he's the guy who said who was talking about ethical child pizza.
Yeah, Vosh is an incredibly weird man.
And then
Yeah, but I think he then said, "Ooh, that was an incredibly bad take."
yeah, he did
right
he
after.
did say it was a bad take, but it's that. And then like he's made some more weird fucking claims. And then during the Pride Month shit, where it's like he said that there should never be any kink at Pride parades, and this is also like I'm not like up to discuss this in any way, shape, or form, but like also Pride parades have like the morning, which is like more family oriented, and then the night ones, which are like more like that kind of stuff, like or adult oriented.
Yeah.
And he was like, anyone who thinks that kink of any kind is acceptable Pride is a pedophile. And then people were like, hey man, you know, this is kind of like an inflammatory thing you're saying, and you're not like approaching this argument in good faith. You're just kind of just like calling people names, and that's kind of fucked up. He's like, why? Because you're a pedophile? And I just like stopped watching after that, because I'm like, this is supposed to be like billionaire genius big brain man who can have you know, hold arguments with fucking anyone and do all, and debate bro everyone, and he's so smart, and then it's like, I disagree with you. Okay, pedophile.
Yeah.
Based on what information? Based on what?
Based, you say?
Based? Someone said Biden shut down U.S. oil extraction by 63% less global supply. Or less global supply. That's a period there. It looks weird. Number 2, Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014 under Biden. Question mark? Trump wanted to investigate Joe Biden's son Hunter for awarding Burisma no-bid contracts to drill oil in Ukraine. Dirt must have been so bad, Biden's ready for World War III. What? And then it's that image of a tweet, and then just Charlie Day with the Pepe Sylvia shit. I don't, like, these things don't make any fucking sense.
Rachel!
Stocked.
Oh, no, Carol. Carol!
Turntable Labs got that Illmatic record back in stock. Too bad I don't want Illmatic on a vinyl.
Joe Mama. Oh my god, what the fuck's going on? Why are there so many flaming skulls? Dude, this Elden Ring boss is nuts.
Me too.
Please, game. Alright, just one last. Alright, I survived hell. Poggers.
I'm gonna end. I think I'm just gonna end the stream now. Because I need to get up and stand for a little bit. And then I don't have to watch what I'm saying constantly and not dox myself.
Yeah.
Alright. That's the end of stream.
Bye, stream.
You want to chill in DC with, like, after, though?
Yeah, that was my plan. I end stream. Oh, yeah, stream over. Woo!